Gotchasports. We are back. Carrie, how was the weekend?
It was pretty good, pretty relaxing. We had our first multiple 100-degree days here in Arizona, so went laid out by the pool, had a few drinks. Definitely got sunburnt, but not a bad one. We were smart about it. We were using sunscreen. Old
The
old
rays weren't
me
that
definitely
bad.
would have been no. Old me definitely would have been like, fuck the sunscreen. I want to get as burnt as possible, get my bad sunburn over with for the summer, and
Yeah.
move on. But no, we're much more smarter about it now. Can't be getting wrinkles when you're getting older.
I'm afraid that it's going to come no matter what. So you might as well get your
Right, but
tan on
I'm
now.
I'm trying to not get them when I'm 35 though.
Oh, it's going to be sad. I'm going to be bald and have wrinkles by the time I'm 30. It's terrible. That's why I
Yeah,
wear so many
but
hats.
well, you can grow it out.
Grow what?
I've
My
seen you with
bald
a
spot
perm.
out?
No,
I
you can
can
grow out.
grow. It's
You've
not
had a
the
mullet.
problem. Isn't growing long curly hair. The problem is the bird's nest up top. That's the problem.
So you're saying you're a grower, not a shower?
Exactly.
Okay, that's okay. I got you.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. Well, if it's your first time joining us, you should probably leave now.
Yeah.
For all the returners, appreciate you. Today's episode, we are going to talk a little golf. The Masters happened this past weekend. The green jacket was put on old Rory. McIlroy completed the Grand Slam. We are going to talk about it. MLB as well. Baseball isn't going anywhere. Just started it. We can talk about some good hitters so far this year, some of the things that happened this past weekend. We're going to attempt the Immaculate Grid again, Carrie. I haven't looked at it. You haven't looked at it. I don't feel great about it, but we're going to try our
Yeah,
best to
dude.
go
I'm
9 for 9.
more and more. I just realize how many teams I truly just don't know players from.
Oh, no, I agree. I agree.
Like, I think
So we'll see what happens this episode.
my baseball knowledge is there sometimes, but it really isn't.
I would agree. We're in the same boat. I feel like our baseball
Yeah.
knowledge is pretty comparable. And then we're going to bring back Blast in the Past. Have not had that segment on this podcast in a while. And then, of course, the best bet. Only had one pick this past weekend. I don't know what was going on Saturday. But Friday, did your bet hit? What did you have?
Dude, couldn't tell you.
I had the Angels.
I couldn't even tell you. I'm telling you, dude, these weeks blend together. And once one day goes by, I kind of just forget about it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I did have Angels money line, which lost, but Carrie tweeted Giants money line for me, which hit. So we're gonna run with Giants money line, and that cashed.
Yeah, that was a big play.
It was a big play.
Big accidental play that no one placed.
Exactly. Exactly. Just letting the people know.
Yeah.
But Carrie, Augusta, Georgia, the 2025 Masters. I know we already said it. Rory McIlroy wins it on Sunday. To be honest, Carrie, dude, I had an unreal Sunday. Might have been the best Sunday that I've had in a long time. Golfed 18 in the morning out of a whim. Woke up, was like, you know what? I'm going to go play 18. Shot an 80, which is good. Course wasn't hard. Conditions were pretty good. It was a little windy, so it did make it a little bit tough, but shot an 80. The wedge was on point. Oh, man, I was getting so handsy with some of these chips because I don't hit a lot of greens, but when that wedge is working, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Some good iron
But
plays.
after,
Great to see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then after that, the Cardinals beat the Phillies in a series, which never happened. So that was awesome. And then we had the Masters. I cooked a steak dinner, potatoes, asparagus. It was a great day. But Sunday at the Masters in Augusta, Georgia. Rory wins it in Rory fashion. What were your thoughts on it?
Man, I thought he was blowing it.
Oh,
I thought he was
100%.
blowing it from the jump. It's
100%.
We've seen him blow the Masters before. I want to say it was even worse last time. I want to say he had like a 6-stroke lead. the last time he blew the Masters. And after the first 2 or 3 holes, I thought it was all DeChambeau. But as we saw, he just the cookie crumbled for him pretty badly.
The big cookie crumbled for sure.
Yeah. I will tell you this. FanDuel is the only app I use. Not really for any reason. It's not that I love it by any means. But I looked it up before the round started. I believe Rory was minus 220 or something to win it all. You had DeChambeau at around plus 200 to win it. Every other golfer after him was at least plus 1,800 and a lot higher. Like,
yeah.
In my head, I'm just like, how do I not just put like $10 on each of those guys?
Like, just in case.
Like Pete Rose almost did it. Or not Pete Rose. Jesus Christ.
Justin Rose.
Justin Rose, yes. I'm mixing up my gambling with the wrong player. Pete Rose just popped in my head.
Pete Rose is a wagon. A wagon with a stick.
Yeah. But let me tell you, that putt Rose hit to birdie 18 was incredible. Like
electric.
That was electric. And the second that happened, you kind of got a weird tingle. Like Rory might mess up just enough here to allow Rose to sneak in and at least force the playoff, which is obviously what happened. But I really don't think you can ask for a more picture-perfect ending to the Masters. Like playoff hole, free golf. Well, what more do you really want out of that?
It was incredible. There's not a single thing that I would change about it. And Justin Rose making that putt on 18, I agree with you. There was that feeling like Rory's got to make par on arguably one of the most iconic holes, finishing holes in golf. And even though these guys, Rory, or whether it's Tiger, or whether it's Scotty Scheffler, no matter who it is, a par is never guaranteed in these scenarios. Even though they do it a lot, it is never guaranteed in these scenarios, and we've seen it with Rory in the past. But to be honest with you, when Rory hit it into the bunker on 18, I still thought that he was going to get up and down because he had the same chip last year.
He went back-to-back bunkers on 18, correct? I remember down the stretch, there was a hole. He went bunker off the drive, bunker green side, and then had a great shot out of the sand.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But Rory's in the bunker on 18. He had the exact same shot, and maybe not the exact, but very similar shot last year on 18 when he holed out. I don't know if you remember that. He did his whole like twirl. I just think it was funny, but I felt very confident when he hit into that bunker. I was like, he's going to get this up and down. He had a 4-footer, maybe even less. And I mean, as soon as he hit it, I was like, oh my God, it's left. He pulled it. Yeah. He pulled it. And then, dude, I honest to God thought when he was doing that walk from the 18th green to the clubhouse to hand his scorecard in before the playoff hole, I literally thought he was going to throw up on live TV.
Oh, yeah.
Which, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have been like, damn, well, how could he do that? Why would he do that? Like, I mean, that guy just was a 4-footer away thinking that he's going to win the Masters, which he hasn't won a major since 2014. This is to complete the Grand Slam. He had 4-footer, which he probably makes 95% of, if not even higher, misses it. And I genuinely thought that he was going to puke on that walk on live TV.
Yeah. That's I was going to say this earlier. That's also what I love about golf is you got guys like you and me going out putting 4 or 5 footers thinking we should hit them every time.
Yep.
It's not even close what we are probably shooting percentage wise like him. And he obviously missed that putt and he's going to miss more of those putts. That's everyone is. Every professional golfer still will. But it's the mindset of just like an ordinary person going to golf and missing a shot like that. That missing that putt will ruin your day, and you're not playing for money.
Oh, yeah.
You're not necessarily, betting with your friends. I'm sure a lot of people do, but the people could have nothing on
I
the
do.
line and they will be beyond pissed. Oh yeah, they will be beyond pissed about missing that putt.
What would you say the average number would be out of 10 putts of an average golfer like you and I making that putt on 18 in front of all of those people with those stakes? How many out of 10 do you think we hit?
I think 4 is pretty realistic.
Oh, I was going to set the over under at 2.5.
2.5. No,
Dude,
I would.
with you have like $6 million on the line. You make that putt, you make $6 million in front of tens of thousands of people. You know that it's not a straight putt. I don't know, dude. I think if I make 4 out of 10, I'm pretty happy. And with those stakes, with the pressure and how
Yeah.
fast your heart's beating, you kidding me, Gary?
I don't know. I think 4. I'm still gonna stick with 4. 40%.
I mean, I
from that
feel
distance
like
is still not great.
no, it's horrible. It's horrible. But I will say, to your credit, I think like if it was me out there, I would probably make 1 out of the first 5 and then have like a feeling of what the putt does, and then you just got to make a confident stroke. And I could see hitting 3 out of the last 5.
I think my issue is that I'm just relatively like a shaky person in general. Don't really know what it is. My knees would be clacking standing over that ball. Like that would be my issue. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, even with 0 fans, just 2-3 buddies just watching you putt that thing, I'm still nervous because it's just like, dude, if I miss this, I'm going to be a bum. They're going to make fun of me. This is not good.
Yeah, but if you think about it too, the way that we play, I think most average golfer plays, if you have like somewhere in between like, I don't know, 2.5, maybe 4.5 feet, you're probably just going up and hitting the putt. You're not lining it up or anything, like you're just counting that good for an average golfer.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
Yes.
how often do you really putt a 4-footer out and like actually line it up or try your absolute hardest to make it?
Right. I would never be putting the amount of focus into it that he was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would say anything outside of like, probably 4 feet or extended is what I'm truly looking at as much as possible. The break, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like you said, the 4-footers, I'm taking one quick glance for 2-3 seconds. I'm walking up there, looking at the hole once or twice, and then I'm putting it. And if I miss it, I miss it. I don't expect myself to really make those.
Yeah, if it's a 3.5 or below or 3-footer, I'm just walking up. Honestly, half the time, if I'm playing with another golfer and like I'm a lefty, if I'm in his way, I'll put it righty.
Yeah.
Just it's good.
Like
it's gimme range.
I'm not gonna tell anyone to move their ball if I truly think I can avoid it. I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah.
Like, I know people that'll pull a tee out of their pocket, kind of line up to the side of where their ball should be lined up, pick up their ball. I don't really care that much. Like, I'm not gonna hit your ball. If anything, I'll go around it and basically intentionally miss my line, and I'm just gonna live with
so
it.
you don't have to move it. I do that too.
Yep.
I do that too. Do you think Justin Rose went up to Rory before the tee shot in the playoff hole and was like, "Thanks, mate"?
No, dude, I don't know. Justin Rose was probably in his own world. He didn't know who Rory McIlroy was at the time. He was.
Do you think the advantage in a playoff hole goes to the person that had been done with the round, just kind of been on the range, taking swings? Because if you think about it, Justin Rose knew if he was going to a playoff, he was playing 18. So he knows the type of drive he needs to hit. He knows the type of iron that he'll probably have into the green. Or do you think it's with the guy that is still hasn't had any time off, is still playing, but just came off of missing a 4-footer? Who do you think the advantage goes to in that scenario?
So, and I will say, in terms of putting, I feel like everyone is pretty equal. You're gonna have your big putts. You're gonna have your short putts you miss. It's just it happens with everyone. But I honestly would give the advantage to Rory. He just played the hole. He's still loose.
Yeah,
He's not worried about changing anything or having to work on anything.
yeah,
That's I mean, it is interesting to me that I don't like it's interesting to me how the 18th hole is the playoff hole. I would love it to be a hole that the guy finishing didn't just play, but you also just taken the fact that two other guys could have been in that playoff. Rory and DeChambeau both could have not made the playoff, and then you would have had two guys sitting around that hadn't played 18 in an hour or so, and then like that
yeah,
still makes
yeah.
sense to me. Um, but I think the
I'd probably
advantage
agree
just
with
goes to
that.
Rory. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
fresh
think
off
I
the
would agree with
hole.
that.
He got the most recent read off the green. Um, Rose could have had the picture perfect exact same putt that he finishes round with in the playoff, and I bet he misses it. And it's I mean that's just how incredible that putt was to end your round too.
Also, Justin Rose played the 18th hole in the playoff great. Right down the
Yeah,
middle. I mean, he had what, a 12-ish footer for birdie, missed it. I mean, 12, it's a hard putt. And then Rory just
yeah,
happened to throw in an absolute dart. Like, you can't really
yeah.
knock Justin Rose because he played the hole well.
No, there. I mean, yeah, when it comes to the playoff hole, I don't think Justin Rose can just look back and say, "Man, I could have done this better," because there really was not much he was going to do better outside of
Yeah.
just sticking his iron shot, I guess. But
Yeah.
that's, in my
Yeah.
opinion,
We're
you
making
you
the
can't
putt,
look
but
back. Right, yeah, but like both things. It was a long enough putt that was very difficult, and it's a thing I don't know if you can just. He might be able to. He's a professional golfer, but for example, me personally, I'm not going to look back, hit that iron shot on the green, hit that putt, and I'm not going to say like I could have done better because
yeah.
there's no shot.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. But what a unbelievable finish to a Masters. The what was on the line for Rory. I know it was a lot of Rory talk all week. I mean, I think it was Sung J M who finished top 5. I don't think I saw a shot of his the entire week, and he finished top 5.
Yeah,
It's just it was a
yeah,
Rory week. The story was going to be Rory if he could finally get it done at the Masters, complete the career Grand Slam. And as much as I go back and forth about Rory making comments in the press conference and this and that, I would have rather had somebody else win it. Whatever the case is, it was pretty damn sweet to see the crowd reaction to Rory winning, Rory's reaction to him winning, finally having that burden lift off his shoulder of winning the career Grand Slam. And all I'm going to say is watch out because this guy could be unleashed now, have really not much pressure to do anything, and he could go out and win 2 more majors this year. Who knows? The way he's playing golf,
yeah, yeah. And I do want to add something really quick. I know you and I in the past with different sports have asked each other our favorite moments, and I will say I think my favorite moment was when Reed ended his uh ended his round with the eagle, and I believe it
yeah,
one hopped and even dunked it essentially, but that
yeah.
was electric, and he had no idea.
I know. I mean, even he would have a chance to be in the playoff if he missed
Oh
that
yeah,
like 2-footer. I mean, he makes that. I think he ended up making double. I think he made
he
double
rat
on that hole or 3 putted. If he would have just made that, he would have been in the playoff too.
he rattled off like 4 straight birdies in the front 9.
Yeah, it's crazy, unbelievable Masters. Like, it never misses. The Masters never misses. And I know people said last year that it was boring because Scotty Scheffler just dominated, but I mean, who doesn't like seeing some dominance from time to time, you know?
Did you know Tiger won one of the Masters by like 14 strokes?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
That is unreal. That is
Just
unreal. They're like
killed everybody.
there's no comparison. Like I need to go back and see what he did each round to achieve 14 under, but I imagine there has to be a 65 or 66 in one of those rounds, unless he was just consistent with like 67s or something, or 68s. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, imagine going into Sunday at the Masters with like a 9-shot lead.
Yeah. Dude, it's ridiculous.
And
I
a
mean,
guy that doesn't really make bogeys. It's like you should have given him the green jacket then, but that's why you played out. You never know.
I really do feel like, I mean, I didn't watch golf a ton growing up, but I do. Prime Tiger's probably up there for one of the top athletes I would have loved to see when he was younger.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that guy was a stick, dude. Every tournament that he was in. I'm actually curious to see what the final ratings were for this Masters because I bet it's very, very high compared to 2019 when Tiger won it. I would think that Tiger's 2019 would be higher, but I think this one, if one's going to compete, it's got to be this one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that Tigers has got to be unbeaten.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But unbelievable Masters. Can't wait for next year. Can't wait for the rest of the majors this year. See what happens. But Kerry, we had some big, big news in the weekend of Major League Baseball, and that's the St. Louis Cardinals beating the Phillies in a series for the first time since like 2019, which is huge for the program after we come off losing a series to the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I mean, maybe the Pirates are hot.
They're not. I can promise you they're not.
They're up right now. They're up 5-2 right now. Paul Skeens could not cover the over in strikes, though. Strikeouts. That was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. 7's a lot. That's a lot of strikeouts
for him. No, I don't know. The thing is, I think his last two innings, he didn't even get one. That was the heartbreaker for me.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Your Cubbies are on an unbelievable streak right now, though.
Yeah, man, they've been using the wood well. You know, they have multiple guys performing. Winning a series at the Dodgers is something that, you know, you don't overlook that no matter what team you are right now. That's not an easy accomplishment. The thing that I loved though was that in every single game, our pitching seemed to keep not only keep us in the game, but they were relatively low scoring, like minimize. I felt like the Dodgers really scored on us based off the long balls. Tommy Edman was doing Tommy Edman freak shit as usual. Yeah, I still can't get over him.
Former Cardinal.
But man, yeah, he was not this good on the Cardinals. But no,
he was not.
Cubs are swinging it well. we got unexpected hits from Pete Crow. He's been struggling lately. 2 bombs from him in Game 3, and you know it's a team that everyone and a triple. But it's a team this year that you notice that every hitter is just contributing in one way or another. You know, they're gonna have their days where they're gonna look like garbage, and you know, as a fan, maybe give someone else a shot. But then, you know, next few games, they're the ones helping out the team while someone else is kind of sandbagging or not doing as well. And I mean, I love this Cubs team. We're putting balls in play. Even if we're not scoring runs, we're not striking out a ton. And I mean, from an MLB aspect, you can't really ask much more. If you're putting the ball in play, usually good things happen.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just how it's gone so far this year for the Cubs, but they're not striking out a ton of batters either. Their defense has just been good. Like they don't really
Yeah.
make defensive mistakes. So I don't know. Like guys are putting the ball in plays, putting the ball in play, but the Cubs are just making the play. Some of them right at them, some of them got to run for it. But I mean, at the end of the day, the Cubs might be at least right now, a top 5 team in baseball.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's kind of tough still to compare like me personally. I think the Cubs are better than the Yankees, at least right now. I think it's tough to compare the Cubs to the Yankees though because we don't necessarily have that Aaron Judge. We don't necessarily have,
True.
and let me fully say this one first because it's not going to make sense at first. We don't have that Jazz Chisholm kind of player where he's just always flashy, big talker, cocky, just kind of in my opinion like a face of baseball type of guy. Like the Cubs are a team, they go about their business, you know, focus on themselves. They like I said, outside of maybe Kyle Tucker, no one has been like an elite superstar level player this year, in my opinion. But it's just like this team works so well together.
Yeah. No, I definitely would agree. And Kyle Tucker, again, you guys need to sign him to a
Yeah.
lifetime
Just
contract
dude, just
because
give him
that
whatever he
guy
wants. Like, what are we doing?
mashes the fucking baseball. One of the best hitters in baseball right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got to see him play in person, and he's an early front runner for maybe the Cubs jersey that I need this year.
I was literally thinking that my way home today. I was like, I wonder if Carrie's gonna get a Kyle Tucker jersey.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I've ever called anyone on the Cubs team by like a nickname or something, but the fact that I call him King Tuck more than I call him Kyle Tucker, like
That's sick.
I might need a jersey that just says King Tuck, not even Tucker.
You should. You should customize it.
I will.
That would be
I'll
awesome.
invest into one of those.
Did you see Aaron Judge got named captain for the USA team for the World Baseball Classic? Not really a
I
shock,
did.
but he didn't play last time.
Yeah, which I don't understand that either. But I did see they even asked Mike Trout about it, and Mike Trout said he's our guy for it or something along those lines. And
Yeah.
I will say, as much as I hate the Yankees, I really don't have anything against Aaron Judge. Another guy, just kind of quiet, goes about his business, shows up, plays hard, gets out of there, and
Mashes
shows up the next
baseball.
day. Yeah, yeah. It's incredible for what he's doing at 6'8". Like you
Yeah.
don't see guys that big being great at baseball, and I mean, man, he's just looking better and better every year. And I mean, the home runs aren't slowing down anytime soon from him either.
No. No. There's a lot of big dudes right now that are performing really well. Aaron Judge, Kyle Tucker, Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers is smashing baseballs. I mean, there's a couple of bigger dudes that
Yeah,
are just hitting the piss out of the ball.
I think O'Neal Cruz has been doing a little better recently. Um, Ellie De La Cruz had a massive grand slam on Sunday, and I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking about all guys that are 6'6" plus.
Right. Right.
They should be on the
Did you
mound realistically, but
I mean, some of them probably could be.
oh, dude,
Like
imagine Ellie De La Cruz
Ellie's got to
fastball.
throw 94, 95.
Yeah, he probably throws harder. I bet he's pushing
Yeah.
98.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. One thing I did see on X though, did you see what the Blue Jays have as a food option this year?
Dude, I've seen some absurd stuff. I have no idea what this is gonna be, but I've seen some very very interesting ones this year.
It is French fries with I don't even know, it's like blue icing maybe drizzled over the top of it, and then on top of that is cotton candy. That sounds
Dude,
atrocious.
there have been some
It
absurd
sounds
ones.
horrible.
I know the White Sox have some like this one would be good, but it's like the biggest, most extreme like milkshake looking drink ever with like a brownie stuck through the straw. Like that's something I would bet. I would bang that. But I mean, it's also cold in Chicago half the year, so like I don't know how many
Yeah.
people are getting that right now.
Right. Also, just knowing
Well,
that these food items probably cost like $25 or
oh,
$30
bro,
is just also absurd.
when we went to the Cubs D-backs game here, I got a chicken sandwich box with fries, nothing crazy, and like a medium Coke. And I think I spent like $35 on it. I was like, what the hell is this? And like the
The
sandwich
most
was
expensive
ass. Nothing
Chick-fil-A
about it was
ever.
good. Yeah. I think I was like, there's probably a good shot I was hungover. And like,
Yeah.
typically I'm a hot dog guy, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. And I was like, this chicken sandwich is going to be gas. And it was the worst chicken sandwich I've had in a long time.
Oh, no. That's the
Yeah.
worst. That sucks.
Yeah.
You
It's
should have
like,
just went with the plain old hot dog, dude.
I know. It was just like $35 for that. Are you kidding me? Like, how do people go to these games and just order 8 beers and spend like
They're
150
so
bucks? Maybe not that much, but
they
it probably
plan
is
for it,
close to
dude.
that.
I
Well,
mean, yeah, think about it.
or they
It probably
or they make
probably what? $20 a beer? It's
at
160
least
bucks.
brother.
If you have 8 of them.
God. Nope.
Yeah, it's
That'll
insane.
never be me. That'll never be me.
Oh, if I make it to either Cardinals game or make it up to Wrigley or hell even a White Sox game, I will be indulging in some
Yeah,
beverages.
but eight would be absurd. That's what you go to
You're an inning.
Sluggers beforehand for.
No, it's true. It's very true. It's very true. But Carrie, we have to figure out if we can get a perfect 9 for 9 on this editions of Immaculate Grid. And I'm gonna pull it up here. Haven't looked at it, haven't seen it. So we will see what do we got. Can you see it, Carrie?
It's loading. Brewers Orioles. Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns.
All right, up top, we got the Brewers, the Cardinals, 10+ win season. And on the left side, we got the Orioles, Braves, and then under 3.00 ERA season. Corbin Burns has played for both the Brewers and Orioles. It's a
We
good
can
shout
save that
from
one though if you
Carrie.
want.
Oh, well, I already clicked it, so good stuff.
All right. Well,
Oh, Carrie, Cardinals, under 3 ERA season, Adam Wainwright.
yeah, I was gonna leave that one to you.
You cool with that?
Yeah, fine with me.
Okay. Bang. 2 for 2. All righty. Cardinals, Braves, Marcell Ozuna.
Yeah.
Do you remember that play with Marcell Ozuna on the Cardinals where he like jumped on the fence to rob a home run and it was just like 4 feet
Then
short
face
and fell
planted.
off the wall? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. 3 for 3.
I feel like Cardinals Orioles one. I'm gonna have to leave up to you.
And I have the answer, and that is Dylan Carlson.
Yep, would not have gotten that one.
Bang! 4 for 4. All right.
Braves 10-win season.
Greg Maddux.
I know who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
All right. Let's go. 5 for 5. 10
Who's been the
plus win
Brewers
season.
dude the past 2 years? Like Peralta or something?
For what?
Who's been the Brewers like main guy the past 2 years? Pitching. Like
Oh, what
he's
if we
got
just did what if we just did Josh Hader?
Wood oh yeah. I was
Reliever?
gonna say what was the one dude's name? Woodford?
Brandon Woodruff.
Woodruff, yeah. Because I think he was after Corbin Burns.
I feel like it would be
Hader's
safer to
gotta
go with
have
a
it though, right?
reliever, closer.
Yeah. Now,
I think
Hader never
that's
played for the Braves, so we can't use it there.
let's go, Carey. We're 6 for 6.
All right, 10-plus win season.
And less than a 3 ERA.
I think Jake
I
Arrieta did it
mean,
on the 2016 Cubs.
yeah, I mean, I feel like we
We can
could
also
say,
just say like we can also just go Nolan Ryan or something like that. But
or yeah, Randy Johnson, something. Um,
uh, I guess before we do any of those, I just want to clarify that none of those players are going to be on the Brewers and Braves.
correct. Um, who? I actually have a guess for Braves and Brewers, but it could be wrong. And I'll save it.
Just save that one.
But
Save the team one.
all right, 10 plus one season, less than a 3 ERA. I mean, there's
I think you just go
hundreds of
Nolan. Nolan's
options.
an obvious one.
All right.
Nolan, Randy, Jake Arrieta.
All right. Carey, 2 left. We got
2%.
Orioles 10 plus win season, and then somebody that played for the Brewers and the Braves.
Brewers and Braves is gonna be tough.
Orioles pitchers.
Hayward played for the Braves, never played for the Brewers.
So my guess for the Brewers and Braves
Yeah.
was going to be Gary Sheffield. I know he played for the Braves for a fact,
Yeah.
and I want to say he played for the Brewers.
I just feel like I would remember him being a Cubs fan, but just like with as big of a name as he is, being in the same division as the Brewers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's.
I think we figure
I'm
out.
not
Let's figure out the
100% confident in
Orioles.
it.
Let's figure out Orioles 10 plus first.
Orioles 10 plus. I would say Corbin Burns, but
I'm trying to think who. I thought they had a nasty reliever the past like 2 or 3 years too.
that had 10 wins.
Yeah, like some Dominican.
Like Felix Bautista, I don't think he has wins. I mean, he has a bunch of saves.
Oh yeah. Man, I don't know who would have wins for the Orioles. Because outside of like the past 2 or 3 years, they were kind of dog shit.
Yeah,
There's
this
got to
one
be
might
some
be
old
tough.
timers. There's got to be some old timers in MLB The Show that we've seen.
Probably. I'm thinking like Cal Ripken time.
That's what I was thinking of. Senior or junior?
Senior. Or junior, sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, I have no idea.
I know
Orioles
there's gonna be there.
pitchers.
I know they're gonna have someone. We're gonna be like, how do we not know that?
Probably. Orioles old timers.
We need to give a phone call to Mark Zazie.
Oh, Miss Papa Z would know this for sure.
All right, Dad. If you're watching this later on, whenever, you got to give us a pitcher from the Orioles with a 10 plus win season, and then any player that has played on the Braves and the Brewers. And I know you're gonna get both of them, but
Carrie, I'm thinking of MLB The Show cards, and I know we pitched with him recently, and I'm pretty confident he played for the Orioles, but have no idea if he has 10 wins in a season. And that is Mike
Kobe?
Mussina.
I thought he was a Yankee. I thought his card was a Yankee.
He was a
but-
Yankee. He was a
okay.
Yankee, but I know he played for the Orioles too. Am I
Oh,
confident
use him.
about that? No. But
Throw Mussina in there because I'm telling you, I have nothing.
there's no way this is right. How long did he play for?
Unless you're more confident.
He played a lot of years, Gary. He played a lot of
Yeah.
years.
Give it to him.
Let's go!
Oh my god! All right,
One more, Carey.
We need Brewers Braves.
Did Robin Yount
I'm
play
trying to
for
think
the
about-
Braves?
What about
Was Brandon Woodruff a Brave at one point?
dude, damn near actually. I don't know. You can confirm Hayward did not play for the Brewers, correct?
I can't confirm with confidence, but yes, I think that's correct.
Because he was Cardinals, Cubs, Braves, Padres. If only we had like Joe Hudson.
Yeah, right.
That would be a sick one to end it on.
That would be a sick one to end it on. Yeah, dude, I don't.
Who was the catcher for the Brewers the past 2 years? Contreras? No. Contreras?
Yeah. William Contreras.
I don't think he was a Brave. I think he came up straight with the Brewers.
No, yeah, I think so too.
What
Dude,
about,
I don't know why Gary Sheffield.
What is it like? Willie Adames?
Willie Adames. He was a Oriole
He was a Brewer. Oh, I thought he was a
and
Brewer.
a Brewer. Maybe he was just.
Cedric Mullins? No.
That's an
I don't
Oriole.
think he was Brave. I thought he. Wow. Could have used that one a little bit ago.
Yeah. What about Craig Kimbrell? He wasn't on the Brewers?
No. He was a Braves guy.
I don't know why Gary Sheffield just keeps popping up. I can't think of anybody else than Gary.
I mean, you've gotten like all of them so far. So, I mean, I'm not.
Dude, it's crazy that there's like 200, probably 200 plus people that could fit in this damn square, and we can't think of one of them.
Yeah. Dude, who's that, who's that, like, sidearm reliever we always face in MLB The Show? He's dirty. He's a Brewer.
Hobie Milne?
No, he's got a forkball. He's a righty. We faced him way more in, like, 2023, 2024 than we have in the new game.
Oh. Are you thinking of,
He had a nasty forkball.
was it a forkball or the Vulcan change?
I think he had both. He had a crazy mustache. Was it Raleigh Fingers?
Rolly Fingers, yeah. He didn't. He did have a forkball. Was he an A's guy?
Ugh. I don't know.
I don't either. I don't hate that guess though at all.
He strikes me
wanna
like
do
a
here,
guy that
Pierre?
would love to play for the Braves and the Brewers. Dude,
Definitely
I don't know.
the
Your guess is
Braves.
as good as mine. Yeah.
I don't know, Kerry.
I swear there has to be a more obvious one we're forgetting. I would say just go with one.
You want me to go Rolly Fingers?
if you like your Gary, then go Gary, but
The thing is I know Gary played for the Braves. I have no idea if Rolly Fingers played for either of these teams.
yeah. You just go Gary then.
It's a lot of years, Gary. That's a lot of years.
Yeah. But he was good, so he didn't bounce around too much.
Yes! We did it!
Oh, let's go! Oh my god.
Let's go. Let's go,
That is
Gary.
nuts. Holy shit.
Let's go.
All right, still click on that.
9 for 9, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed. We've defeated the Immaculate Grid.
Holy shit.
Hank Aaron. Oh, no.
For
Gary
Brewers?
Sheffield. Yeah, I guess. 2 seasons with the Brewers and 21 with the Braves. He had 142 WAR. Jesus. Oh, my gosh.
It's not bad.
William Contreras. Damn. Josh
He
Donaldson.
was a Brave. Oh my god.
Damn,
I'm
Carrie,
not
good
getting
stuff.
that one. I don't remember him on the Brewers. God, dude, I knew that Contreras one sounded familiar.
Ted Simmons, I probably would.
I will say though, I still had zero confidence in using that as a pick.
I didn't either.
And that's that pick is probably what my dad will
That was a
text me.
complete.
Oh, Ted Simmons.
All right, Carrie, let's go. That's huge.
Yeah. We might
That's
have to
huge for the
change the
program. We
sport
have
or see if
completed
we can
it.
get a streak going or something.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Well, we did it. We did it. 9 for 9 Immaculate Grid. First time in Gotchasports history. And Carrie, that's going to throw us right into Blast in the Past.
All right, Riley. What is your blast in the past? Take us back.
My blast in the past this week, it's going to be a story. And I'm going to throw this back to, I don't know, sometime during college. I was at Four Winds Field, home of the South Bend Cubs. And I was not of age. And sorry, mom and dad, but I did have a fake ID. And I tried to use it at Four Winds Field. Went to a vendor, just asked for a beer, don't remember what beer. And the woman looked at my ID and she started laughing. So I was like, ah, damn, this is gone. Well, there goes my weekend. And she hands it back and she goes, "Are your parents Jody and Jim?" And I just put my head down like, oh my gosh. Whoever was working was a bartender at a restaurant that my parents go to a lot and they know her by name. Shout out her though, she still gave me my beer. But I was shaking in my boots, dude. I was like, oh my
I'm sure you
gosh.
were.
This is gonna be the worst Friday night ever.
Yeah.
But I got
Well,
my beer.
I guess
I got to watch some ball. It was great.
I think after that story, I will be changing my blast in the past for today because you reminded me of another story.
Okay.
Um, I think it was our freshman year of college. New Year's. Neither of us were 21. Both had fake IDs. And
Yep.
you and I were just making a little run in the morning. It was pouring rain. Pouring rain. Couldn't see. And we make the stop at the store, driving home. Nice, simple, easy, worked out well.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you hear, and we just get plowed. We got destroyed.
Sandwiched, dude. Sandwiched.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was in
and
the
then
car,
we hit
by
the
the way.
car. Yes. Yes. And then we hit the car in front of us, of course. Basically, moral of the story is Riley screamed like a girl. My neck was
Sure
killing
did.
me. My neck was killing me after. But
Yeah.
whatever happens, we obviously didn't get caught. Nothing like that happened. But the
And
lady
also
in
to
front of
clarify,
us,
we were not drunk. There was just beer in the car.
no. We
Unopened
picked it up
unopened
very
beer.
sober.
We had just gone to the store and gotten beers for New Year's for the night.
Yes.
It was probably at
Yes.
noon?
I think it was earlier. It might have been 10 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was insane.
But the funny part of this whole situation, no cars had any damage, which I don't know how we didn't. We got mauled.
Because I had a boat, dude.
The
That
boat.
thing was indestructible.
But anyways, all three people get out of the cars. We're all having a conversation. We're all like, no cops need to get involved. Like, everyone's fine. No damage in the car. The lady in front of us then insists that we should call the police just in case. So whatever.
Yeah.
Call the police. They come. She is the only one that has to stay because her insurance is not updated. And I was crying because we're standing outside in the pouring rain. We're all miserable.
Pouring.
She decided to do this. No damage to anyone's cars. Everyone was fine. No one was mad.
Yep.
And
Yep.
she ended up getting in trouble for not having any active insurance.
Yep. That was
that-
insane, dude.
That is a story I will never forget.
Yep, got sandwiched in between two cars. I think it was like a painter's van, so it was like one of the heftier ones. and it was
Oh yeah.
raining. We were stopped for probably a good, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds. And as soon as I
Yeah.
hear that horn, I looked up and I could see that this thing wasn't slowing down. And impact, dude, even though I was kind of prepared for it, I still screamed at the top of my lungs.
I know. I think that's why you screamed too, because you saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming.
It
I
was
didn't.
like, dude, oh, that was insane. Thank God everybody's okay. And also thank God we had jackets in the back to cover up the beer
Yeah, and my backpack.
and your backpack. Oh, yeah, dude, that was an insane, insane New Year's.
Yeah, I had a great time. Spent that one in spent that one in Plymouth, Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is this week's edition of Blast in the Past. But, Carrie, let's get to the best part of every episode, and that is the best bet. 2 bets out there today, Carrie. You got one of them. What is it?
I'm gonna be taking Mariners at the Reds. Castillo on the mound. I love him. I think he's one of the best pitchers in the league. Mariners have been hitting the ball well. Reds have been kind of back and forth scoring wise, so I love the Mariners here.
Love it. I will be on that with you. I will be taking the Atlanta Braves against the Toronto Blue Jays. You got Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves. Been one of the best pitchers so far this year in baseball. I don't see that slowing down. The Braves are hot with the sticks after starting off super slow to start the year. So I think the Braves crush them. Give me Atlanta. Give me Seattle. That's a sweep. I feel good about that sweep too.
Yeah, I fucking love Castillo, and I think Schwallenbach's pretty solid too. The Braves,
Yeah.
the Braves have been the same thing though. They've had issues with scoring at times. They just need to have consistent bats.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. But that is this episode's edition. Today's best bet. If it's your first time joining us, appreciate you. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, you name it, we got it. Also, leave us a 5-star review. Helps us, helps helps this podcast grow. All good things. If you don't want to give 5 stars, then kick rocks. Carrie, that's all I got. What do you got?
We got your sports.
Until next time.